Gina Paulus here with Home Buddies. Today we're going to do a standing up, cool down stretching series. You can start with your feet about 2 feet apart. Next, I'd like you to slightly bend your knees. You're going to take both hands and place them in front of your thigh. And then you're going to slowly curl forward, bending down, letting your hands travel down your shin. When you reach your limit, you can hold. Be sure that you still have weight in both heels evenly. Make sure your legs are bent as you come on up. As you come up and down with this one, try to roll one vertebra at a time so that you're not hinging at your back in just one specific spot. Place your hands across the other thigh, and once again, bending your knees, you're going to roll it down. Make sure your head is relaxed. Don't hold any tension in your neck. Also make sure that your knees aren't caving in towards each other. And you can roll up one vertebra at a time. Next, we're going to go to the middle. For the middle, make sure that your arms stay passive and they're just sort of dangling down from your shoulders. And once again, bending your legs, starting with your head, you're going to curl down until your hands are in front of your shins. Now, some people might be up above around their knee. Others might have their hands touching the floor. Wherever you are, make sure that you don't push or force. You let gravity help you and do the work. And if you feel any pain, you stop immediately. There should be a little bit of pulling sensation, but it shouldn't be uncomfortable or painful. And then you're going to roll up. Next, we're going to have the feet together and touching. You're going to bend your knees once again. This time I'd like you to grab your own elbows and we're going to go forward in this position. So head curls, back follows. Your arms are free in space. Nod your head yes and nod it no to make sure that you have no tension in your neck. Curl and roll up. Now we'll separate the feet a little bit more, so about 2 to 3 feet apart. Feet are close to parallel, they might be turned out just a little bit. You can put your left hand on your waist and the right arm goes up and over your head. You're going to push your hip to the side as you reach over your head with the other side. Take care not to bend forward at your waist. You want to make sure that you're completely upright with your body. Now, if you can have a straight arm, you might get a little bit more of a stretch through the lat area here. But if you are a little bit tighter, a slight elbow bend might feel better, and it might make it more possible for you to keep your arm over your head. So what we don't want is we don't want the arm in front of the head for this stretch. Come back to the center, other hand on your waist, and push it to the side. Remember, this stretch comes just as much from your hip going to the side as your arm. So make sure that you lead with the hip, and then the arm follows. You might get a bit of a stretch in your inner thighs as well, that's totally fine. It's normal too for one of the sides to be much easier than the other. Don't worry too much about that. But if you have one side that's way stiffer, you might want to come back and do another round of that side at the end. And come on up. Next, we'll do a forearm and wrist stretch. So you can put your feet back underneath your hips. You can extend one arm in front, and I'd like you to take your other hand and pull gently the fingers back. Take care not to let your shoulders shrug up near your ears, keep them down. You want to hold the wrist just straight up from your shoulder. Our forearms get super tired and worked when we do a lot of strength training, particularly when we hold dumbbells or we hang from a chin-up bar. So it's really important to stretch out those forearms and hands. You can switch sides. The other thing is a lot of keyboarding, texting, writing, any of that. That works our forearms a lot too, and even things like yard work and cooking. So all day long we're just using and asking so much of our hands and forearms that it's great to take the opportunity to stretch out those muscles that get really tired from all that hard work. All right, so we'll go back to first arm, and this time you'll pull your fingers down with your hand. Be a little bit more gentle with this type of stretch because the ligaments and tendons on the front of the wrist are pretty sensitive, so don't pull too hard. Try the other side. Make sure that your belly muscles are tight, which prevents you from arching back. It's best to have straight elbow if you can on the arm that's being stretched. All right, well, I hope that felt great. Thanks for watching.